environmental remedy is the weapon, the instrument, the legal point which resolves environmental loss. तो जो एनवायरमेंटल लॉस हो चुका है या जो एनवायरमेंटल लॉस, एनवायरमेंटल डिग्रेडेशन हो रहा है या हो सकता है, इससे बचाने के लिए जो लीगल मैकेनिज्म है उसे हम एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी के नाम से जानते हैं। द बेसिस ऑफ एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी इज एनवायरमेंटल रेस्टोरेशन। अगर एनवायरमेंटल लॉस हो चुका है या अभी चल रहा है तो उसको रेस्टोर कराना, जो एनवायरमेंट को हार्म हो चुका है उसको रेस्टोर करना एनवायरमेंटल रेस्टोरेशन है। ये एक टाइप का एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी है। पिछले लेक्चर्स में जो हमने कुछ प्रिंसिपल्स बताए थे वो एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी को सपोर्ट करने वाले पॉइंट्स हैं, प्रिंसिपल्स हैं। सेकेंड purpose of environmental remedy is redress to those persons who are affected by environmental degradation or environmental pollution। ऐसे लोग जिनको environmental pollution से हार्म हुआ है उनको redress करना। and implement environmental legislation is the next purpose of environmental remedy। जो लॉ बनाए जा चुके हैं, जो रूल्स बनाए जा चुके हैं, जो एक्ट स्टैट्यूट बनाए जा चुके हैं एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन के रिगार्ड में, उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करना एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी का पर्पस है। एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली रीइंफोर्स द रूल ऑफ लॉ। रूल ऑफ लॉ को रीइंफोर्स करना एनवायरमेंटल रेमेडी का पर्पस है। मींस लॉ केवल हो ये जरूरी नहीं है, इट मस्ट अपीयर दैट देयर इज रूल ऑफ लॉ। सो रीइंफोर्स रूल ऑफ लॉ is one of the purpose of environmental remedies। And most importantly, the which I had already discussed in the principles of environmental law, in environmental remedy as well, the sustainable development plays a key role. So to promote sustainable development is also purpose of environmental remedy। Means environmental restoration, redress the affected persons, implement the legislation, reinforcing of rule of law, and promotion of sustainable development. These are main purposes of environmental remedies। As I told that sustainable development plays a key role in environmental protection, which was emerged from 1992 Rio conference, means use the environment in such a way that it will be unaffected for future generation. So sustainable development is also a key purpose for environmental remedies। Now if we see in context of India, the remedy can be traced from certain legal instruments. For example, if there is violation of constitutional provision or constitutional rights are fundamental rights. As you know that right to environment is right to pollution free environment is also a fundamental right. So if there is constitutional violation, then there is constitutional remedy as well. And where the constitutional remedy has been given, all you know that constitutional remedy has been given under Article 32 of Indian Constitution, which gives authoritative right to Supreme Court, and same time it has been given under Article 226 of Indian Constitution to the high courts to issue writs in the violation of fundamental rights. And if there is crime, means there is violation of international environmental law or environmental law as well, then there is criminal enforcement and civil enforcement as well. One can go for public interest litigation, and also it is to be noted that one can go for non-statutory private parties action for enforcement of law. So there are certain remedies which will be based upon the principles for the protection of environmental law in India, and also in different legal system of the world.